Welcome. In this video, we are looking at how to install Veil-Evasion. So first thing I want to do is I want to go to Google. I want to Google Veil-Evasion GitHub. I want to look for its clone and get the URL. Once I've done that, I'm going to go and open up the terminal. GitHub, or git clone, paste the URL. Oh, hit enter, and let it do its thing. So the point of this video is to get Veil-Evasion downloaded and installed. So while it's downloading, it should be setting up the Veil-Evasion folder. I'm going to go ahead and pause it while it finished its download. Alright, that did not take very long. So once I've done that, I want to go ahead and get in back to my command prompt. ls to see where everything's at. I want to get into the Veil-Evasion folder. I want to get into its setup. I want to run the setup.sh. It's a Python script, so I'm going to do Python setup.sh. It's not a Python script, it's a shell script. Setup.period/setup.sh. I want to finish there, I want to continue on with the installation. Yes, I want to do it silently. And pretty much sit back and let it do its thing. Because Veil-Evasion has some Windows components, it will be setting up things like Wine and Python for Windows and some of that, but it's going to be a silent install, so pretty much you sit back, you relax, and you just kind of let it do its thing. You'll get prompted a few times, but that's about it. And again, it does most of the installation by itself. You just gotta let it run its course. It should set up all of the appropriate dependencies that it needs. And here's an example of setting up Wine in Python. So interesting thing was Python actually did not install correctly, but Ruby did. Python was one of the important ones, and I've had it happen before, but if it doesn't install correctly the first time around, that is okay. We can actually force a remove of Wine and then reinstall all the dependencies. It's very simple, very quick, very easy, because it happens every time I've done Veil-Evasion like this. The first path through it is always failed to install Python. I'm not quite sure why, but it does. So the rest of it's almost done installing. So once it's done installing, we'll show you the next step. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new terminal. Apt-get update. Apt-get upgrade. That will download all the appropriate updates that it needs and upgrades that it needs right here. This was an important one. Because I know that Python wasn't installed correctly, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to run this, and then I'm going to run the installer one more time. The second time around, it already has some files installed, so oh, and see, there's my Python installer. There we go. Pretty much follow the on-screen prompts for it. Because it should set up Python, it should set up PyWin and PyCrypto, I believe. PyWin. And it only happens when I do it through this manner, do I actually get the failure. So again, I just have to reinstall them by redoing the installation process again. Not that big of a deal. What will end up happening is you'll get a few things that will not install the second time around because they were already installed the first time around. Like Ruby, you'll actually see that you have to interact with it now. Where the first time around, it was all done automatically for you. But that wasn't the right way. Alright, I'm going to go back to my bottom one. Again, apt-get update, apt-get upgrade, and we are good to go. So, next thing I want to do is I actually want to get my Veil-Evasion functioning. So, Python space Veil-Evasion. There we go. If you get this menu, you know that it worked. If you do not get this menu, rerun the setup, and that's it. So this is how to get Veil-Evasion working. Thank you.